Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Campus Recreation and Wellness Center for tonight's OCAA Jersey Night action, featuring the visiting Algonquin Wolves and your Durham Lords. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Durham College is proud to acknowledge the land and the peoples of the Mississauga of Scugog Island First Nation, which is covered under the Williams Treaty. Durham College is situated on the traditional territory of the Mississaugas, a branch of the Greater Anishinaabe Nation, which includes Algonquin, Ojibwe, Ottawa, and Potawatomi. Now we ask that you please rise if able and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
here tonight, Durham North visiting Algonquin Bulls. The Bulls walk in for third in the East, 5-3. They won their last game out of the year here. Durham on the other game. They won their 2 games since 2026. Of course, under new head coach Mike Douglas. Durham's going to need to take better shots on the first one. If they want to win this one against good Algonquin team, it's a 5-3. Third in the OCAA East. Pulling it from 3 off the back of the net, and still no good. Back-to-back shots. That's out. Loose ball picked up Lewis. Battery kicks it out. Screen set, still lost control. No good. Control is a foul call. On to be a Campbell. First foul of this one goes to the Lords. 1 minute and 28 seconds in. The inbound pass to Mitchell. Miller. On the zone. Got us up, won't go, and Howard has the rebound. The Lords, pressing 6 fast in the place of the late. Surprised to see them miss some shots on the another shot that I didn't like. Either way, beating away floater. Easy too. See a travel, pick 1 too many steps, so you right away. Oh. Sub. Long. It's another one. This is the Lords. This is top. That's better than the story. It's almost you get rewarded. By Durham, they were winning down low in that offense. Sorry, in that battle down by the net, playing very, very well down low. Good point here. as much pressure down low as they can. They have a team that is
Like, you know what? Because when I was listening to it, it was like full on like static.
That first free throw doesn't go. They're a 50% shooting team, the Lords.
second one. Up and good.
Number 6, Beatrice
Johnson checking into the game. What's that move? Just move inside.
Can you show up on camera right now? Here, I can put on camera. It's still not. Should I leave the camera audio on for now? But this is the camera, I think.
number 11, Ava Kudra. At the line for Algonquin, number 22, Terry Mitchell.
Is picking up way over.
Yeah, it's just running.
Am I tripping? They got 6 people. Okay. I thought I was tripping.
Is it usually this one?
It's the same. Usually the same.
Seems to do with that. Because we were talking to at first the beginning guy, and it sounded weird, but we could hear each other. But then they were like,
Alrighty. Hopefully everything is back in order now. Apologies for any kind of mishap in the meantime. We should be all back in business. Trying getting everything sorted here, doing last checks. And regardless, you guys still had all the audio coming through, or at least all the video coming through. Algonquin up 7-1 in the opener. Durham just called their timeout. And looking a little worse for wear here. Not exactly a good opening start, Damon.
No, it's not what the Lords wanted. They're not a good shooting team, but this is an unbelievable start almost. The Lords shooting 0 for 11 from the field. Algonquin shooting 3 for 13. If you told me Algonquin shooting 3 for 13, I'd say the Lords are winning.
Say at least they'd be putting up a better showing than they are right now. Of course, couple key additions for Durham over the course of the winter break. We have number 5, Francesca Gomez, who we're still waiting to see check in for her first minute, as well as Destiny Archer, which is on the court right now, number 8 for the Lords. And jump ball, the official ruling, and that's the third one of the quarter. Durham going to get this one back. Was watching Archer in those pregame warm-ups. Has handles for days there. Get the ball in their hands, and it's off and away. And what a shot, Kathy Orellana.
And Kayla Kudrow is down. Appears to be injured or just in some pain.
Not quite sure if it's a stinger or otherwise. Looks like just a stinger walking off of her own volition there. Kudrow going to the bench. Aisha Lewis and Cameron Wood checking in, as I believe that is Beatrice Johnson checking out. Good tip, Cameron Wood. Loose ball still recovered by the Wolves, and a shot from 3. Nothing but net there. Good shot from Cooper Drover. LaPlante getting caught off guard, and I was talking about it, that ball movement, and that one no good. Orellana got her own rebound, feeds LaPlante low, fighting through contact, and one.
The first field goal make for the Lords on their 13th attempt.
A little's better than nothing.
Yeah, and you're trying to hit this free throw if you're LaPlante.
No good, turning it into a 4-point play instead, or at least that was the hope.
That was smart because I don't know what Algonquin was doing. They were not.
Did they think it was
there.
2 shots there?
They must have thought it was 2 shots. And it was such a smart play because now the Lords have possession again.
Shot to make it a potentially 4-point play there, and Kathy Orellana.
And that's all because the Lords smart and Algonquin just falling asleep at the wheel there.
Definitely caught off guard, and now it's the Wolves' turn. They got to get themselves back in gear. They're still up 5. They have a cushion, couple possessions. And another shot from 3, has the same spot, can't let it fall. And Wood, hand in the air. And it looks like a foul there.
Definitely a foul from Aisha Lewis on that play.
Caught a little bit too much of the forearm there, and the officials don't like it. And going to the line here is going to be Leah Hurst.
Already with 2 points in this one. Trying to extend the lead.
Hurst's first shot, no good.
Algonquin, we mentioned Durham being 50% shooters. Algonquin at 10% better, shooting 60% from the free throw line, but missed both on this occasion.
Wood, good rebound to make sure the Lords get possession back. LaPlante fights inside, takes a shot, and almost forces the shot there.
Yeah, forcing a little bit too much.
Look from 3, kicks it away instead. Second in points per game, kicks it away instead. And that one, another good bucket there. Leah Hurst didn't get her 2 free throws, takes 2 points on just a layup instead. And Orellana from 3, no good. Lewis, LaPlante. LaPlante's turn, taking a shot, no good.
Those are 2 good shots, though, by the Lords. Just
They're
not falling. They eventually will.
But they're getting those open looks. They're getting exactly what they want. And another one there. Cameron Wood fighting for it. And possession to the Wolves.
I don't know. I'm going to check back in for this one.
And out goes Destiny Archer. Archer had a good few minutes there coming off the bench. He's fighting hard, making sure that no point was given for free. And a missed shot. And steps out. We'll still having a hand on that, and it's going to be Durham ball. Matosis Adderley. LaPlante. Wood. Feeds LaPlante low. Loose ball. Still recovered. Needs to find someone. Cameron Wood. Bully ball low. Lewis and Cameron Wood, not exactly 2 people I want to fight with down low.
No, and they win the battle, and the possession arrow is Durham's way, so they'll have it with 58 seconds left in this first quarter.
This is how many jump ball calls have we had so far? We're close. What are we at?
We're at 5? Yeah, 5.
LaPlante kicks it away. Orellana. 12 seconds on the shot clock, and robbery in broad daylight. Mitchell goes to the line for 2. And Coach Duggan not exactly impressed.
No, letting his team hear it, too.
I think he's letting the officials hear it.
Yeah. Letting everyone hear it.
First shot good. Taryn Mitchell. Second shot, no good. The Lords with the rebound, it's Wood. Kicks it back, LaPlante. Marching up the court, feeds Orellana. Orellana looking to get some room. He gets LaPlante low.
Foul called, offensive foul. Illegal screen.
Still moving on that one. Can't get away with that one, especially not when you're point blank to an official.
Yeah, so last 35 seconds, a 13-second difference, shot clock, game clock. It's brought forward.
And
Floating.
Lewis, body on the line.
Go a slight difference. You wonder if the Lords are going to bring this down. It doesn't look like it. LaPlante hammers it off the backboard.
This has been a problem for Durham. They got all the open looks they could ever dream about. Just can't seem to finish the shot. 5 seconds on the quarter. 2, 1. Lewis stuffs the opening shot. And a travel.
With a second left. See if Durham can get anything up.
Miracle ball. Send a prayer.
And they're just going to run out of time. The Lords trail by 8 going into the second quarter. A weird one.
This is a very unusually low scoring quarter, I'll say.
Yeah, even though the Lords don't score often, like they're not a high scoring team, only 44.7 a game, which is 16th. Going 2 for 20 is not usual. Going
No,
over 7 from 3, not usual.
Say, Durham, they are volume shooters, is something I will say. They'll take a million shots, hoping to hit 4 or 5 of them. And if you're going to be volume shooters, you got to make sure that you're fighting down low, you're getting your rebounds, which they have been doing. You got to make sure you're keeping consistent on that one.
Exactly. It's important, and you're getting good looks. What you can't start doing is taking bad shots because you're just forcing it. You keep getting the same good looks, eventually you'll hit 2 or 3 in a row, and then you're right back into the game. So you got to keep playing good defense, though.
It's a 3 or 4 possession game here. This is all in the cards for Durham. They're nowhere near out of this. There have been times, especially in the first half of the season, where we're like, okay, maybe this one's a little out of reach. And sometimes it was even from the opening buzzer.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But so far, Durham, they've kept themselves in it. They're going shot for shot. Their actual shots taken between the two teams, similar. 19 for the Wolves, 20 for Durham.
And which is not usual for the Lords. They're usually right down, like they're usually taking 10 less shots than the other team per game. So we're at about this time, it'd be like 3. But they've taken 1 more shot. So they got to continue to do this. The one thing they're not doing a lot is turning the ball over. I mean, 7 turnovers, it's quite a fair bit, but compared to how much they have been giving up earlier this season, it's not that bad.
Yeah, LaPlante was picked off a couple times early on in this one, and that turned into more than a couple points for the Wolves. But we're back in the second quarter. Mitchell feeds it away, and that's just off target. Campbell on the coverage. Wide. Taryn Mitchell wide open. And smart play there. Just knock that one away. Another from 3. No good. And
Algonquin's just letting it fly here from 3. Not really looking for the best shot.
Adderley moving down the court with speed. LaPlante open from 3. Might have hit that, and it goes.
Yeah, another good look. Eventually, it's going to fall. We keep saying it. That's a good shot.
5 points now. The Wolves lead maybe closing a little, and LaPlante the steal. Nothing but open hard wood, and she's got another pair. Efficient shooting and fast turnovers is what's going to make a difference here for Durham.
Yep.
They've proven that they can get themselves moving. It's a question of can they do it again? And a great steal. Telia Campbell setting up LaPlante, hand in the face.
A little block by Mitchell. LaPlante's got 7 points out of the Lord's 10, shooting 3 for 8.
5 of those have been in the last, 45 seconds?
Yep. So she's been good. This is a great start to the second quarter.
Matosas Adderley finds a line low, taking a nice lay, or at least a floater, and no good.
Yeah, not really close either.
Getting a little look around here. Durham swarming down low, not giving an inch. That shot no good. And that one, foul called on Aaliyah Johnson.
Yeah, another clear foul. Didn't want to give them the easy 2 points. Make them earn it at the free throw line.
Megan McNamara. And that one no good. Durham rebound. Matosas Adderley swarmed low, and Algonquin get away with it. And McNamara smacked around, loses control. Seemingly so much going on right now for Durham, and worst case, you can't afford to keep leaving Taryn Mitchell open, especially with those open looks. Eventually, those are going to start hitting when she heats up, and it's just going to be bad news for Durham. Nice little jumper, and that one was brutal.
Yeah, and bad miss. 14-10. Lord's just sticking in it.
Campbell walking forward. It's Adderley. Kicks it. LaPlante. Loose ball. Luckily feeds back to Campbell. And shot from three. LaPlante. Good morning, Durham.
Yeah, this is a LaPlante game.
Say it's
10 points.
It's what you want to see. She's the volume shooter for Durham. If you look at her total shots compared to anyone else on Durham, she has almost double. I was checking that in my pregame look at the stats, and I was stunned. But making good work of it here. Mitchell, low, poked free. And shot clock violation, Algonquin.
And this is the new Lords. They're just going to work. And they're not going to give up. And they're on an 8-1 run right now in this second quarter.
Well, there's a banner hanging with Mike Duggan's name on it for a reason here in this gym. On the far side of the wall there. He's got his name up there. Some of the all-time coaches here at Durham. And he's seemingly flipped this team upside down.
Yeah, 2-0 with him in charge.
Matosas Adderley got it poked there, but still in charge. Shot from three, no good. And Durham, the rebound. Aaliyah Johnson rolling around on the ground for that one. Didn't care if she had to gator roll someone for that ball.
Yeah.
And substitutions for Algonquin. Leah Hurst and Daniela Debula checking in. And Orlana rotating low. Campbell. Screen set from Lewis. But the Lord's able to sneak through. 2 seconds on the clock and lost control.
Bringing it forward. Drover trying to dance. It's a three.
No good. We were seeing Algonquin was shooting very, very efficient in the pregame warm-ups. Surprised to see them miss as much as they are right now. Campbell. Orlana. Down low. Johnson sneaks through. Hand in the face. Still gets her own rebound there. And second, third time is the charm. Durham, their first lead of the night. Beatrice Johnson.
That's just wild for the Lords. You were down. We were talking about how this one isn't over, and it's definitely not. That's up for three. And cold.
Beauty shot there. That one comes in. Leah Hurst leading this Wolves team in points now. She's got 7. Campbell. Matosas Adderley. Kathy Orlana. Orlana takes a nice mid-range, but comes up short.
Wow. Beatrice Johnson with the pass. Aisha Lewis finishes. That is so nice.
I'm liking this new look Durham. They look like a well-oiled machine. They are playing well in all phases of the game right now. And wow.
Going to be a non-shooting foul halfway through this second quarter.
Destiny Archer in. Out goes Tage Matosas Adderley. Driving down low to the key and heading back to the baseline. Durham's racking up fouls here, 17-17. 3 fouls on the quarter against the Lords. Another shot from 3. That one still no good. And Algonquin almost had that offensive rebound, but not going to take it. Campbell slows the game down, back on the fast break, takes a second instead. Kathy Orellana fighting down low, contact. Finds Archer low. Swings it away, gets away with it. Johnson takes a shot on the way. She's got it there.
That is so nice. This is a great quarter for the Lords. Everything went wrong in that first quarter. Everything's going right.
12-4 the point count on the quarter. And another off shot from the Wolves. Johnson's throwing elbows.
And eventually a foul called. And with that, too, it's actually 14-4 now.
Wow.
So the Lords, this is quite the quarter. But it's only halfway done. You got to finish it strong. Even if you finish this up, too, you don't need to keep growing the lead for it to be a good quarter. You just keep it within this range, and that's a successful quarter for the Lords.
Destiny Archer takes the ball up the court, gets low. Lewis feeds back to Archer. Archer kicks it. Campbell trying to make a move, surrounded by Wolves. Gets down low, mid-range. Tries to find LaPlante. Almost loses it instead. Takes an open look for herself instead, and the Wolves try and fight for it. Lewis not quite able to snap that one up low. Mitchell kicks it away, a couple passes, and nearly a loose ball as it gets back to Taryn Mitchell eventually. Hurst from 3. Money.
Yeah, and you got to close out. Someone's got to close out. I'm not sure if that's Campbell who's supposed to be out there. But a breakdown, leaving Hurst wide open.
Campbell fighting and kicks it away just in time. Aisha Lewis takes back the lead for Durham.
She's taking smart shots. This is the difference from the last time we saw them play.
Say this is their first home game of the new year, and given those here a nice little showing. Kudra checks in, and Aisha Lewis steps off the court on that. Durham into almost a more of a shooting style play here, and jump ball the official call, but it's Wolves.
Yeah, so you're seeing Algonquin get into a 3-2 or 2-3 zone, which is a little more uncommon, as it's really defending shooters.
Hurst takes a step, gets low, little lay off the backboard, no good. Archer gets caught out of position there. And bit on that spin move, and a bucket for the Wolves gives them back the lead.
Yep.
And LaPlante, little off target there, and the Wolves come away with the rebound.
Daring them to shoot those corner threes are the Wolves. Thinking guarding the top of the key is the most important, not letting them get inside.
Durham 2 of 10 on 3-point shots. And that one another. No good. Just too much on that one from Taryn Mitchell.
Cameron Wood into the game.
And LaPlante stepping out.
Yeah, LaPlante, it's been like shifts here of just in, out.
Well, I'm liking these constant swaps. Keeps everyone fresh, keeps everyone moving. And Durham, seemingly they got some depth in this back half of the season.
Yeah, exactly.
Archer kicks. Kudra not able to come away with it. Algonquin look to have a height advantage, but Durham doesn't care. They got sheer violence on their side. And they sweep that ball away. And foul called against the Wolves, number 22, Taryn Mitchell. And Campbell fell hard there, up and at him no less, but a little bit of a stinger. And shot. Kicks it over, Destiny Archer. Sent back, Campbell. Her defender caught in a full ice, so there was boxed in from both sides. Kudra, loose ball. Steps away from it, Cameron Wood. Not who I want to face in a ball on the ground.
No, but it does go the way of Algonquin. A minute to go in this first half. You'd have to feel good if you're the Lords fan, Lords player, Lords coach so far, right?
So they've been playing a very, very good game, especially considering this is their first one at home in a while. You're happy to see them play well. And that one, another one off target. And jump the official call, and it's back for Durham.
That's the 9th jump ball in this half. They don't have records for that, but surely it's got to be up there.
We're definitely getting there. This is Campbell making her way up with the ball. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 20 seconds the difference between shot and game. Kudra. Campbell. Wood down low, back for Campbell. Gets sniped on it, and 4 seconds on the shot clock left for Durham.
A good block. Had to be sharp, was sharp.
And a timeout, Lords. No surprise. Try and take that extra second, reset yourself, especially because there's 4 seconds. You have to have a design play here. You want the lead going into the half.
Exactly. This is a big play, but regardless of what happens in the next 30 seconds, 20, 30 seconds, or whatever it is, you're going to be happy about this half, and it's going to be able to give you momentum into the next half. As you've won this quarter 16-9, obviously you can't expect that to do that every quarter against Algonquin, but you're showing you can compete here, and you don't see yourself as the underdog anymore.
Well, this is a new look Durham. They are playing as an entirely different beast. We are seeing throughout that first half of the season, and now with Duggan, they're averaging 44 points. You were talking about that earlier, but they're also averaging 49 points against. These games have been close. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Yep, and if you're a team and you could see that you only let up 49 points a game, it's something to hang your head on and allow you to have a building block towards something better, because you only have to make up a couple more points. If you're a team and you're letting in 68 points a game, 70 points a game, it's going to be a much harder path forward. You just got to fix the offense a little bit, and your defense can get you some wins.
Well, you're talking about that, Algonquin. They're letting up 58 points a game roughly, and, wow, I guess we decided to have a little bit of miscommunication from Durham.
Yeah, and right out of a timeout, that can't be a good feeling. Obviously, we're talking a lot of positives. That's a big negative there on that possession itself. You call a timeout to drop a play, and that is definitely not the play they drew up.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some intention there. You know, have Campbell chase that one right up to half court and have an extra second. And great shot there, up and down. Durham, they have some time. 3 points is the difference here. They have a lot of shooters, just need to get them open. LaPlante fighting for it. Campbell takes a second, reels it. And the Wolves gonna run out of time. Archer picked off that pass regardless. It wasn't getting there, but the lead goes to the Wolves after the half. 3 points, the difference.
Yep, the Lords have played well, and we'll show the Shoot for Cash contest.
I believe so. We're gonna send you guys over to the stadium mic here, and we'll be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Coming back after half, Lords, Wolves. Be right back.
We've come a long way since our doors first opened. Though our beginnings were modest, our vision was bold. With each passing decade, we grew. Times changed, and we adapted. We evolved, and we delivered. Market-driven programs that get our grads jobs. Seamless support services that wrap around our students. Sustainable practices that protect our earth. For the past 10 years, our mission ensured that the student experience came first at Durham College. But we've reached a tipping point. As we reflect on all we've accomplished and look closely at where we stand, it's clear. We're not just putting the student experience first, we're reinventing it. What's happening on our campuses, across our communities, and around the globe is a DC-grown and led transformation of the way we learn, the way we teach, the way we work, live, and lead. The many paths to post-secondary education merge and weave in so many new ways, and our approach to delivering that education, advanced learning that innovates, inspires, and changes lives, is just as varied. We are shaping this transformation shoulder to shoulder, heads down while working hard, but always with clear eyes on the future. This is our stake in the ground. We are DC, and together, we are leading the way. We've come a long way since our doors first opened. Though our beginnings were modest, our vision was bold. With each passing decade, we grew. Times changed, and we adapted. We evolved, and we delivered. Market-driven programs that get our grads jobs. Seamless support services that wrap around our students. Sustainable practices that protect our earth. For the past 10 years, our mission ensured
All right, fans, I need to hear you cheer even louder in this second half. Let me hear you make some noise for the Lord.
Welcome back for the second half of OCAA women's basketball between the Durham Lords and Algonquin Wolves as Algonquin misses the first shot. The Lords had a good half.
Absolutely. We haven't seen this Lords team at home in a long time, but it's nice to see them back in action here and in a really, really good way in that first half. They kept it close against a team that's over 500. It's been a hot minute.
So a miss from both sides and a turnover here has Sarah Jane LaPlante all over the ball, throwing it up to Campbell. What a pass. What a catch.
Just a dime, but
can't hit.
That was an absolute dime of a pass. It's a shame to see it go to waste. Moving around Mitchell. Kicks it. Trying to drive low. The Wolves hand a little bit too much contact. Beatrice Johnson, that's her second. And the Wolves go to the line. Number 12, Sienna Miller, 2 shots. First one, up, bounces on the rim a couple times, no good.
Yeah, Miller is a great free throw shooter at 82%, so a rare miss, but hits the second one and it looks extremely confident when shooting.
Inbound, here is Campbell. The Lords down 4. Proven that they don't care how far down they are. They're still going to keep fighting. Durham just needs to get themselves back into this. Remember, yet to lose with Mike Duggan. And another jumper forced, and it's Durham ball. Campbell. LaPlante. LaPlante, 3. LaPlante is good.
Yeah, 13 now for LaPlante.
And that's
important.
Good for game's leading scorer.
Yep. Hurst is at 10, highest for Algonquin.
Almost got the defense there, and a steal. LaPlante, another dime. Campbell.
And just telling them to calm down because no real need to throw that pass. Just get into your offense.
I mean, I love the breakout attempt.
Yeah.
It's all in the cards. Just wasn't quite there. And that shot no good. Matosis Adderley comes away with the rebound, and Butterfingers? Shot from 3. Brutal. LaPlante, another steal, why not?
And Campbell running. That's Hurst getting back.
Holy power on that one. Campbell hits the hardwood, holding her elbow on the way up, keeps her way going, but Algonquin playing fast, playing hard, and a charge.
Yeah, 5-on-4, and Algonquin can't convert. And a foul going the other way.
Campbell a little slow on the movement here. Tage Matosis Adderley to check in. And she takes it up the court. LaPlante. Lords down 1. Quick half spin, flips the direction. LaPlante takes a little floater and nothing but net.
Yeah, feeling it right now.
Welcome back, Durham. They take their lead once again. And Algonquin fighting low, trying to find an opening. Hurst kicks it far side. Mitchell, little mid-range jumper, off target. Very uncharacteristic, and Campbell gets thrown, no call.
And
counter.
Wow. Miller hits, and that's exactly what you knew was going to happen when you saw the no call from Hurst.
And Adderley just loses control. And Campbell a little upset about that no call, maybe taking a little bit of that anger out on Taryn Mitchell, and she's going to the line for an extra. Destiny Archer in, Tage Matosis Adderley out. And butter there from Mitchell. The difference is 5.
The lead growing for Algonquin. Durham's got to buckle down here. They've already let in 7 points in this quarter.
Archer calling for some movement, any kind of assist. And no one was coming around, and Archer trying to understand exactly what happened on the lack of movement. And down low, Lewis practically jumped her.
Yeah, easy foul call. Probably the easiest one you'll have. That's Lewis's second foul.
I mean, she practically looked like a backpack.
Yeah, and a timeout called as Algonquin leads this one 31-26 and 7-5 in the quarter.
Not pretty start here from Durham. 3 fouls in, frankly, just a few minutes. And the difference, like you said, still 5 with the Wolves a chance to extend this here at the free throw line. Durham need to get themselves back in order. Duggan not going to give up anything for free. We'll say, we know him well enough. He's not the kind of guy who will take anything lying down.
Yeah, they're not going to go away. And in their 2 games that they've won, they fought hard, and they eventually won see if they can pull it out against. This would easily, if they could pull this one out, this would be their best win of the season so far.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
The teams that they've beat so far have been towards the bottom of the table. Taking a shot, punching 3 places in the standings above your weight, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not very usual either. So
OCAA tends to be very cut and dry of, hey, if you're below this team on the standings, you're not the favorite, and it's not going to go well for you.
yeah, especially in the basketball stratosphere. Sometimes in sports like volleyball and the OCAA, it's a little different.
First shot here. Timeout may be used as a pseudo way to ice the shooter.
And it worked.
And loose ball,
and they were supposed to be shooting 2, so she get 1 more at the free throw line. It's good on the Lords for being ready to go, but a little bit of a brain fart by the referees.
and second one falls. You know, we're talking about icing the shooter. Got away with it there, but turns out they actually like a little chaos. And Campbell gets some breathing room. Campbell takes a little floater, but wide left. Taryn Mitchell uses the speed, kicks side. No issue on a nice little layup.
Yeah, and a run here for Algonquin. Durham needs some points.
Good move, breaks free. Campbell, mid-range, off target, and the Wolves confuse themselves.
Yeah, and they get a little lucky, I would say. The Wolves should have the ball and a chance to get it to double digits, and I believe Talia Campbell will check out. Orlando will check in.
And LaPlante moves to go inbound this ball.
Messed up the last inbound play. Looking like they're on the same page now. Spinning. And a foul called.
Question is if they're going to call it on the floor in the act of shooting. She's going to take 2.
That'll be in shooting.
First one up. Clean bucket.
And very much not a good free throw shooter at 44%. 8 for 18 coming into this one. Hits the first one. See how the second one goes. And it's
50%.
Yeah, it's well wide on that one.
Off the front of the rim, and Algonquin trying to push the difference here. The lead is 7. Tip pass from LaPlante, not quite able to shake it enough. And loose ball recovered. Kathy Orellana clubbed on the way. And a little substitution there. Orellana, when she was on the floor, certainly didn't look very content about being there.
No.
But she's going to take the ball up the court, no less. Feeds LaPlante. Tries to find an open look. Stabilizing here is Durham. Good call. Orellana takes the move. Shot's no good. And Algonquin here to inbound. Mitchell feeds it Hurst, back to Mitchell. Over to Hurst, part 2. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Algonquin need to put it up, and loose ball. LaPlante almost gets away with it. Out of time. And looking at a substitute here, Cameron Wood checks in, and Leah Johnson checks out. Destiny Archer with this one. Archer, down low, Johnson. Johnson fighting. Cameron Wood comes away with the rebound. Feed gets away with it. LaPlante, open look from three. Butterfingers. Just about worst case scenarios. I'll say 9 times out of 10, that open, LaPlante hits.
Yeah, and a bunch of looks like that, you would expect her to hit eventually. But if you keep getting looks like that, it will come.
Takes a little mid-range, gets lost. Durham, hand in the face, Archer, and
oh, should be an out of bounds.
And time out Algonquin. They don't like the look of that one as their team seems to be getting a little bit shaken up here. 50 seconds left on that timeout. Of course, the difference still 7, and Durham's going to have possession coming out. Looking to get a little bit extra here. And, of course, Mike Duggan and the Lord's going to do the most to make sure that they get everything they can out of this game.
Yeah, and Algonquin, it's an answer to the Lord's second quarter, with the third quarter at 10-6 right now, with around 4 minutes to go. Durham needs to answer. You got to get this to around 3 or 4 going into the fourth quarter, because you're not a team that scores a lot, and you have to understand that. You got to tighten down defensively here. You've been doing good. Just got to finish strong.
So if the playoffs were to take place today, bar any future games, Durham would be going up against the number 3 seed in the West, the Fanshawe Falcons. And when you're looking for the Wolves, of course, they're the 3 seed in the East right now. They'd be taking over on the 6th seed Conestoga Condors at 4-7.
Yes.
And the Fanshawe Falcons 8-3.
So Durham can get there. And they'd be happy to play in that playoff game, because if they're looking at this, they can compete with anybody.
Say they're in a good spot right now. Orellana was the target for that pass, but Wood stuffed on the play. Kathy Orellana speeds down the court, and the Lords force the jump ball, stopping that fast break dead in its tracks.
Go on the baseline, out of bounds. They get it in. Miller thought about shooting it.
Gets a little bit of open space, a little bit of a Statue of Liberty-esque pose there to try and hit that one. No good. Kicks Orellana. Orellana takes a face full of contact, and she's going to the line for 2.
And that's a good pass, and good way to draw contact. Try and fight through it, but you'll take the 2 free throws.
Orellana hits the first. And 2 and 2. 5 points the gap.
Those are a couple of big free throws, because you're not a great free throw shooting team, but you got to get them when you can, especially against a good team like this.
And miscommunication, Algonquin. They can't afford to get sloppy right now, as this Durham team has been seemingly finding the answers little by little. Archer making a move. Gets low, swatted. And they're going to call the heel there out of bounds.
Interesting. And Durham, another turnover. You're trying to mount a comeback. Can't be turning the ball over this frequently. Back in the zone.
Looking low, LaPlante gets away with it off the swat. And possession flipped on its head, 5 points. LaPlante trying to sneak through a wall of Wolves. And Algonquin, a great play there to sneak away with it. And they're going to call foul there on Kathy Orlana. And the switchback here, Telia Campbell checking in.
So a like-for-like substitute, point guard for point guard. Cornered. Not just daring Algonquin to shoot it, and they won't. Instead, they get inside and draw a foul.
And foul here against the Lords. And they're in the bonus now. And the coaches pulling those on the court to the side here. Gonna make sure everyone is sorted for this comeback attempt here. 2.5 minutes to go on the quarter. 6 points of difference right now. Second shot coming through.
Got to get ready to rebound, but it goes in.
Mitchell 2 for 2 on that trip. LaPlante from 3. A little bit underdone that time. Durham swarming on defense, trying to get everything possible. Looking for the cherry pick there. Covered up nicely. Mitchell trying to find a lane. Almost got away with it, looking for the shot from 3. Kicking around. Mitchell wide open, no good.
You got to run.
And
what
Campbell
a pass.
Stuffed. Wow. Wow. Great way to track that down.
Yeah, that's a great block. It was a good play by the Lords. They rebound, they run in transition. Just can't get anything from it.
19, LaPlante, 3. Overdone. Wood fighting for it. Wood getting away with it. And 2 shots there for Cam Wood. Both teams into the bonus here. 2 minutes to go.
That's the first free throw miss on the year for Cameron Wood. 5 for 6 now. Not a lot of free throw shots, but was 100% before that.
Take a 50% trip.
Yeah, and you'd like to go perfect, especially when your player has been perfect on the season.
Mitchell getting a hand in the face. Kick from 3. Archer had a hand in there. And enough to make that first shot miss. Good coverage here from Durham, trying to force those 3-point shots. And that one still no good. Johnson throwing elbows. Campbell pressing forward. Finds LaPlante again. Another shot from 3. That one still off target. Cam Wood comes away with it. Pulls it away. Destiny Archer, no good on that. And another possession, Durham.
And that's the first 3 from Destiny Archer. Doesn't go, but got to be confident when shooting. She was there.
Campbell slowing this down, has 12 seconds. LaPlante takes a step. Good screen and hand in the face, and 1, LaPlante.
And it's getting real chippy here at the CRWC. LaPlante nails the and 1 and then yells in the face of Mitchell.
Chance to cut the lead to 3. Maybe make it a 4-point play if you want to be really ambitious. And look at Cam Wood, stationed already going for that rebound, trying to make it 4, and fighting for it. She's got it.
Oh, wow.
Don't get in the way of a rugby player if you haven't learned that lesson already.
But a missed layup. Would have loved those 2 points.
Chance to slow it down here. Hands in the air, stay tall. Call from the coaching staff for Durham. Don't give him anything. Cover Mitchell. And too long in the key.
That's not one you usually see in the OCAA.
Most teams pretty aware. Chance for Durham to cut this to a 1 possession. Screen from Wood, not quite able to get there. Archer to Campbell. Campbell to LaPlante. LaPlante trying to take a mid-range fadeaway, no good. And the Wolves come away with it here. 12 seconds. And driving, trying to get low, runs into the Lords, and 2 shots. Runs into a wall of gold. Miller. Green there.
Miller, like we mentioned, a great free throw shooter at 81.3% coming into this game. Shooting 2 for 3 from the line, 2 for 4 now. A little announcer's jinx. They got to get it up the court. LaPlante running out of time, throws it up.
Archer was down there trying to make a miracle. But the difference is 5 as we head to the 4th quarter. 2 minutes on the clock here. Both teams take a reset. This game still hangs within the balance.
Yep, and that's what Durham wants. You play a good team like Algonquin. You struggled your whole season up until recently. Just stay in the game. Let yourself have a chance to make some plays.
Say the Wolves have done a good job so far. As we mentioned, they're 5-3 going into this one, 6th in terms of points per game at 67, almost 68. They're at 37 in the 4th. Does that say more about their shooting, Damon, or does that say more about the defense from Durham?
I would say the defense for Durham, because of the fact that they're shooting 8 for 26 from the 2-point range. It's not like they've just been chucking up threes and missing. Obviously, it's not been a good 3-point shooting night, but that does not excuse the 24% from the field. Durham's been doing good to disrupt the shots and make them take really tough ones. Durham shooting 21.8% themselves, not doing a good job. They shoot the worst in the league from the field, continuing that tonight.
Well, both teams have hit 12 shots from the field. The only difference, Durham has taken 5 more, 55 shots to 50.
Yeah, and Algonquin has the big difference in this one right now is the free throws. They've taken 17 compared to the Durham's 10.
Durham, all the opportunity here. 15 seconds to go here before this 4th quarter kicks off. Durham's starting here coming into the 4th. Destiny Archer, Talia Campbell, Tage Matosas Adderley, Beatrice Johnson, and Cam Wood. Campbell going to be the one to kick this off. Archer. Back to Campbell. Matosas Adderley. Campbell. Down low, Johnson. And the travel, the official call. That second foot came off the floor.
And the turnovers again. You're trying to come back. Turning the ball over, it's tough.
And shot, no good. Wolves.
Oh.
Algonquin came away with it, but body and heart on the line there.
Yeah. It'll be baseline out of bounds for Algonquin.
Thea Hurst trying to find a target, finds Mitchell on the far side. Cut down low. Mitchell from 3, that's Hurst from 3, no good regardless. Campbell takes this one up to Cameron Wood. Cross to Archer, And that's Archer's 2. Excellent ball movement, catches this entire Algonquin Wolves team off guard. Looking for a chance. Archer covering that second in the league points per game shooter. And a nice little mid-range.
Got to get this tied up. Tough. Very tough. Needed to close out that possession. Give yourself a chance to tie it.
It's a one possession game here. And Campbell almost got a hand in there, and exactly who you want, but maybe not tonight. She's been a little bit rough on her shots. And that's Taryn Mitchell. A little bit rough there. Hasn't been the best shooter so far on the game.
Did hit the first, though.
4 points. Make it 5. And we are almost at the 40-point mark, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We're almost there.
It's just taken a while, like it usually does in Lord's games. Strong defensively, not very strong offensively.
Johnson. Swatted. Wood gets away with it. And good play from Cameron Wood there. Ricochets it off a Wolf just at the right time.
Gives themselves 4 seconds to make something happen.
4 seconds. They need to get down low. They need to do something. Get moving.
Off the back, so smart, up, and draws 2 free throws off the back of an Algonquin player. Just use it.
Can't be mad about a smart play.
No, you can't. Just use your IQ.
You can't turn your back on the ball carrier. That's just silly.
Yeah, it's not a smart play.
Talia Campbell. Good shot there. Chance to bring this back to a 1 possession. Shots up and good. Difference is 3, and the Wolves snarling here on their way down the court. Mitchell goes fast. Mitchell hit on the way through, and that's a call on Destiny Archer. Taryn Mitchell. First shot hits.
Good free throw shooter at 65%.
Second.
Through now shooting 31 for 47.
Archer trying to find a lane. Matosas Adderley. Drives, forced herself into a mid-range, and Cameron Wood on the floor again, and jump ball. Possession Durham. This Durham team is so scrappy on the floor. Any ball that has seemed loose has come up in a jump ball. And Matosas Adderley checks out, and in comes Sarah Jane LaPlante. Gets some movement. Campbell back to LaPlante. LaPlante from 3. Nothing but net.
What a shot. Gets them right into this one.
Back to a 2-point game. Archer covering Mitchell. Quick 2 steps, and that's a good one there from Taryn Mitchell.
A good 2, a needed 2 for Algonquin, letting this lead slip away.
And heat check there from LaPlante, but not quite.
I just don't think I like that shot in this close of a game.
Shot from 3. No good still. Loose. Trying to force low. Covered up by Johnson. Hand in there. Cameron Wood not quite able to force it away. 6-point game. Algonquin knows that they're going to try and feed LaPlante, especially from beyond the 3-point line. Archer making the way around. Down low. Wood Wood fighting. Wood swatted. No foul. And the Wolves get moving. Cherry pick opportunity. Campbell eats the. That was a defensive foul there, and they're going to the line. I don't know if I'm keen on that one.
So shooting 2 at the free throw line.
I don't know if I'm keen on that.
Yeah, I don't know. But the miss maybe rectifies that a little bit. 45-39. Second one falls, so 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
7-point game. Orellana checks in here. LaPlante trying to make a move. Swatted and hits the hardwood. And Shirley too, and it is. LaPlante to the line.
At 20 points already, trying to make it 21 and 22.
Making up over half the points from Durham right now.
Yeah, that's impressive.
And 0 for 2 on that trip. Durham needed to come away with the rebound there. And a shot from 3. Still not heating up. LaPlante gets away with it, and good ball movement from Durham as they sneak away. Campbell. LaPlante with it now. Algonquin's coach calling good movement there, and great play from the Wolves to make sure they come away with it. Driving low. Orellana stands there, takes the shot, and comes away with it. Orellana gets away and stolen right back. Taryn Mitchell.
And through, wow. And a run, and you wonder if there's a timeout called soon.
Campbell. Wood. Tip ball. Still with Durham. 11 seconds on the shot clock. 5:30 on the game. 9 points the difference. Beatrice Johnson checks in as Aisha Lewis leaves the court. Campbell. Orellana. LaPlante. Corner 3. Nothing but net. 6 points.
Just hot.
Kick. Shot. 3.
Back. Wow. Right when you think the Lords are creeping back, Algonquin hits a big shot.
Orellana. Stutter step. Gets low. Wood. Gets rid of it. Johnson and stuffed. And
foul called. I believe that's going to be on Cameron Wood.
that one called on Wood.
We got about 5 minutes left in this one.
And they're going to the line for 2.
Wow. And already in the bonus with 5 minutes left. It's killer. And it's been the difference in this one. Like we mentioned, free throws 23-14.
No good.
So 24 and 25 now. Both don't go. And a lane violation on the Wolves, so it wouldn't have counted even if it went in, but it makes no difference on this play as both free throws were missed. The Lords trying to get back into it. Campbell will be on it.
Orellana. Stuffed and jumper. Substitution here as Cameron Wood steps out. In comes Destiny Archer. Taryn Mitchell
Could have shot it.
trying to get low. Back over. Algonquin playing the three-point line. And Leah Hurst.
Time's running out. Campbell does her job as it's a shot clock violation.
Too little, too late.
Exactly what the Lords needed. Get a stop, get the ball. 4:11 to go now. They'll bring it to the sideline. Closest one to us. Campbell brings it in.
Archer. Campbell. Swatted and gone. Butterfingers.
LaPlace.
From three. No job.
I believe that's, oh.
That one's a close call.
Yeah, it's way too close to tell from up here. What have you thought of Archer so far in this first time we are privileged to watch her play?
Archer's been a great player so far. Not so much on the scorecard, but has been going all over the place, acting as a ball carrier for Durham, influencing that offense, trying to get them open lanes wherever possible.
And a travel call. A couple of travels.
More than a few
on
now.
Stevenson. Yeah, more than a few on the team, but a couple on Stevenson. Just got to not move your feet when you're wrestling for that ball.
And timeout, Lords, down 9. Roughly 4 minutes to go. They need points. They need them now.
So, do you think Durham should revert to their three-point shooting, or do you think they should get inside if they want to score some points? Because you definitely don't need to just shoot threes to get back into this one.
No, there's good and bad to both. Durham have been doing very, very good at forcing offensive rebounds. They were doing that in the first quarter. That's what kept them in this game. They were doing it in the second. That's what led to them taking a lead for a good while. To me, I don't mind them sitting back. They're shooting their threes as long as they can get low and get the rebounds.
So, what you think, like, have a couple of people on the outside and then everyone else packing the paint, get ready to get those rebounds?
Well, to me, you sit out wide. You put LaPlante and you put Orellana out at that three-point line. Let them just fire. Just offer it like no tomorrow as much as you can. You get a lineup of tallest people you got on this roster. And you just stick them down low and just wait for the balls to fly.
We'll see what Mike Duggan cooked up in the timeout.
Campbell.
This is a three. It's off, but another offensive rebound, just like you mentioned. LaPlace.
That's what Durham has to do. A little mid-range, a little bit good. 7 points.
Yeah, LaPlace is cooking. 25 now for Sarah Jane LaPlace.
Calls from the Lord's coaches. Hands up, hands active. Can't afford to give anything for free. Open look from three. Nothing but net once again.
Could be a dagger.
Megan McNamara.
2 for 2 from three.
LaPlante. Shot. Well short.
Almost a steal. Getting it down low.
Good coverage from Durham. Trying to make a move. Takes a little mid-range jumper instead. And offensive rebound swatted LaPlante.
And a hard foul by Campbell.
Campbell willing to take the foul rather than give them a 12-point lead.
Yeah. And at 2:23, it's looking more and more unlikely that the Lords will come back in this one.
Little miracles, one at a time, is what it'll take for Durham. And a missed free throw.
Helps a little.
A little one. Little miracles in succession. And 0 for 2.
You got
And
the rebound.
LaPlante.
You really got to score here.
You almost need 3. It's the only way that you get this back through. Archer. Johnson. Johnson, little one, no good, and the Wolves come away with the rebound. And Durham's all back on defense, not giving up any kind of fast break opportunity. Campbell, the only one trying to pressure low. Shot directly across. Taryn Mitchell, no good. Campbell, good steal. Campbell. And a push there, called on McNamara.
Interesting. And it's just some things you don't have to do. Just give Durham a little bit of life.
Campbell taking it up. Back. Cross. Archer, Butterfingers.
Archer was not expecting that. Was getting ready to set LaPlante a screen, and the ball comes flying at her. It's always going to be difficult to catch it in that position.
Definitely not doing them any favors. The clock not on their side. And no good. Kicks low. And that one flies into the Lord's bench. And Orellana checking out. Cameron Wood working her way back in.
And another stop for the Lords, but they are not capitalizing. Need points here, and like you said, almost need a 3. Campbell's blocked from behind, and it's out. Stays with the Lords, though.
I'm almost surprised on that one. I thought that was just hooked and thrown by the Lords.
Thought so, too. Campbell fixing something.
Minute 9. 12 seconds on the shot clock. LaPlante takes a half step. A little bit of a midi, no good.
That's Campbell's that's LaPlante's 25th shot, excuse me.
And wide open. Taryn Mitchell.
Good shot. You said she shot it well, but hasn't today in general. It's a good shot.
And another one, no good from Durham. Cameron Wood.
Mitchell averages 17.8 points per game on 39.4% from the field. Not shot it well today. That's her first 3 as well. Surprising for a player of her caliber.
Well, even then, she's 7 of 9 from the free throw line. 16 points, almost made it. She needs one more bucket to keep that average up. And welcome to the court, Taylor Wood.
Cameron Wood fouled out at 5. Went stat line 1.1 assists, 8 rebounds, 5 fouls. With time running out, the Durham Lords will fall to 3-7. Algonquin will go to 6-3. Keep fighting for top of the East.
Well, we were talking about this in our pregame discussions, Damon, about this game. We were saying this is going to be a true test for Durham. They've gone undefeated since the new year. This was their test to see, hey, can they compete up into this next level? They've proven that they can, but it was just late game strategy calls that cost them deep.
Yeah, they were in this for a longer than a lot of people probably thought. Rolls it. This one is over, and the Durham Lords fall to the Algonquin Wolves.
Durham, a great showing here. Final score, 44-58. The Wolves, 6-3. 6-3. They sit their way still in that third place spot behind Seneca at 8-2 and Loyalist at 10-0. Both teams here are going to get themselves sorted, head off to their locker rooms, but in the meantime, roughly 30 minutes on the clock. We got the men's teams of both these ones. We got the first in the East, Durham Lords, taking on the sixth in the East, Algonquin Wolves, 9-2. Durham, 5-6, Algonquin. We'll be back in just a little bit. Myself, Etienne Skitch, beside me, Damon Huser. We'll be back in just a little bit.